All right, let's stand and we will do the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Good morning, and I'll call this regular school board meeting of Independent School District 544 to order. And we will begin with establishing our quorum. Kirby Henderson.
Present.
Kelly Graff. Here. Jenny Christensen. Present. Missy Hermes here. Melanie Cole. Here. Stephen Vigasa.
Here.
We have a quorum. Thank you. We have some modifications to the agenda, which would include, there is a superintendent report under number E, or letter E. Ugh. Hello. Kindergarten was a long time ago. And then at the end, we will adjust the next meeting date to correct it from what's on our written agenda. So is there a motion to adopt the modified agenda?
So moved.
All right, and second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor of adopting the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. That's approved, and we'll move right into then the superintendent's report.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
I don't have a lot to report, but a few things of note, so I'll just dive right in. Some of you, maybe all of you, remember these slides from late this spring. This is from Jessica Colhase's classroom, and Jessica does some really neat things with her students. One of the things that they did is write their own story. And so they published it, and so you see them opening the box on the lower slide to the left. Well, what I didn't realize is that that story was submitted as part of a national contest. And out of 77,000 plus entries, they took third place.
Wow.
This is absolutely amazing. And so there's going to be a celebration this afternoon. They're going to have some time out at Lincoln to play out on the playground. And then they're going to come in and they're going to receive certificates and celebrate their third place finish, which I think is absolutely phenomenal.
It is.
And again, a credit to Jessica, because she really does, she goes above and beyond with her students every year. The creativity she has in that classroom is unbelievable.
What time is that?
That is, they're playing from 4:45. And then the presentation will take place about 4:45 to 5-ish. So, really excited about that.
Very excited.
Quick update on the Fergus Falls Fishing League. They're ending the regular season, and then they'll have their tournament run here coming up. But as you look at the results from their last fishing on the event, you'll see Border West took first, but you see a whole bunch of Fergus Falls teams in second through 8th place. So this is all done by volunteers who give up their time to support the fishing league and be boat captains, etc. And it is a great activity for students that can teach them and develop a lifelong passion to be outside and enjoying our beautiful environment here. So congratulations on their last regular season foray, and good luck to them in their tournament. Then a couple opportunities still left this summer for driver's ed, so just a note to the public for that. And then the fall activities meeting, we are a stone's throw away from this, so that is Monday, August 3rd, 6:30 p.m. And the fall sports season will start very soon thereafter, so it is right around the corner. But parent, players, and coaches meeting Monday, August 3rd at 6:30 p.m. in the auditorium. And then as part of that, the athletes break off with their coaches afterwards for a quick team meeting where coaches go over their expectations, etc. Then we're just rounding the finish line about here on the summer meals. They run through August 11th. Again, Augustana Lutheran Church, 3 to 6 p.m. 5 breakfasts, 5 lunches per week, and a huge thank you to our food service staff for making this available to our community. And with that, I'll turn it over to any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll move on to our general consent items and consideration for approval in this portion of the agenda are the minutes from our July 13th board meeting and then bills. So I'll turn to you, Steve.
Okay, so this month we had $1.1 million of bills go out. Some of the more significant items other than payroll and taxes, or not taxes, payroll and utilities. We had to replace a whole bunch of the smart boards in the classroom. That was about $88,000. We had about $34,000 in unemployment benefits paid out. Let's see. We had some curriculum with Sweetwater for $32,000. Let's see, anything else that's a word you guys haven't heard for a while is the chiller. We had to repair a part of the chiller. That was about $14,000 with Mission Mechanical. The geothermal design for Cleveland, that with the new geothermal unit they're putting in, that started. We're gonna have a few bills with that, but this is the first one we paid was $13,000. We had some painting to Rick Goots for $11,000 at Roosevelt. Rental for De Lagoon at about $10,000, we'll say.
That's girls softball.
And then girls softball, yep. And tennis court repairs, $7,500. So, I mean, just some projects that were, summer project is kind of a normal thing. So, I guess I just recommend we pay the bills.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
We have several personnel items. Certified staff separation, Kara Johnson, the occupational therapist. Support staff hires, and I'll indicate names and the positions will be in our minutes. Nicole Washik, Madison Villarreal Sansom, Heidi Hunt, Cadence Christensen. Support staff separations, Samuel Weber, Danielle Svensgaard, Sydney Overbo, and then we have activities hire with Angela Harstead being the middle school's activity director. And then we did settle the individual contract with Berkeley Pujari, American Indian Program Coordinator. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda? So moved. And second?
I'll second that.
All right, any discussion? All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. That's approved, and we have new business. Looking for a motion on the School Resource Officer Services Agreement to begin July 1st.
Madam Chair, I move that we table that till the next meeting.
All right, we have a motion, is there a second?
Second.
All right, discussion?
The reason I asked that we table that is because we recently updated our policy 507.5, which requires school resource officers to go through school resource officer training, and that's not addressed in that contract. That is also in Minnesota statute as well as in our policy. So before we approve this contract, I think we should make sure that we're following our policy.
Very well. Any other comments? That was a good catch. You are the policy guru. No doubt about it.
A couple other things. I think it says through July 1st of this year through June 30th of this year. That should be 2027, I believe. Is that correct?
Correct.
Sure. Good catch.
And then I guess the question would be, so it's almost August now, but that's not going to we're still operating under the old contract as far as we know, so. Okay.
All right, so we'll take a vote. All in favor of tabling that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay.
Second to that.
I did.
Okay, thanks, Kelly.
Yep.
We'll see that again next meeting. I imagine. I am seeking motion for item number 2 for food service staffing adjustments. There's a couple of things under there. Internally post an additional 1 full-time equivalent cook server at Kennedy, and then combine job duties 707 and 710, titled food service computer operator and assistant cook, and make that position 5.75 hours per day. We'll post that internally. Would someone make a motion to approve those adjustments?
So move.
Second?
I'll second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. All right, and we have a list of revisions to current school board policies, and they are regarding enrollment of non-resident students, student disability non-discrimination, internet technology and cell phone acceptable use and safety policy, graduation requirements, literacy in the READ Act, student transportation safety policy, procurement policy, and the public data and data subject requests. So these are common revisions, updates. Is there a motion to approve them?
I'll make that motion.
And a second?
I'll second it.
All right, and then to the policy committee, anything substantive?
Yeah, just some interesting points. First of all, policy 613, the graduation requirements, it really doesn't adjust any student currently in school. It addresses our veterans who were not able to graduate, whether they served in World War II or the Korean War. And so if they or their family members would like to apply for them to get their high school diploma, they're able to do that now. The student transportation safety policy mandates now that there be a first aid kit on a school bus. So that, which seems just like logical, but now it's in policy. And another, what's really important for our district and our goals for our students, policy 621, the Literacy and READ Act. And we have fantastic teachers, and our curriculum director, Amelia Lamar, are making sure that we're following those policies and get the training and providing that for our students. Yep.
All right, thank you. Any discussion? All in favor of approving the revision, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. I will look for a motion to add a .1667 full-time equivalent band teacher at Kennedy for the upcoming school year. Would someone make that motion?
So moved.
Second it?
I'll second it.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Any discussion on this item? All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. We have a resolution adopting the fiscal year 28 long-term facilities maintenance 10-year plan, and whereas to qualify for long-term facilities maintenance revenue, Minnesota statutes 2022, section 123B 595 subdivision 4 states that a school district or intermediate district must annually adopt and approve a 10-year long-term facilities maintenance plan by July 31st for commissioner approval. And whereas the school district has developed a 10-year long-term facilities maintenance plan consistent with this law, therefore be it resolved that the School Board of Independent School District number 544 approves and adopts the attached 10-year long-term facilities maintenance plan for fiscal year 28 on the 27th of July, 2026. Will someone offer that resolution and move for its adoption?
I'll offer that resolution and move for its adoption.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Go ahead.
Kirby Anderson.
Yes.
Jenny Christensen.
Yes.
Melanie Cole.
Yes.
Kelly Graff.
Yes.
Melissa Hermes, yes. Stephen Vigasa.
Yes.
The resolution is adopted.
All right, thank you. The next resolution is a bit lengthy, but has been decreased from the 7-page document that the business manager received. So, we have a resolution on the intent to issue general obligations facility maintenance bond series 2027A in the maximum aggregate principal amount of $7,575,000. Whereas the district is authorized under the provisions of Minnesota statute, chapter 475 as amended, in parentheses, the act, and Minnesota statute section 123B.575 as amended, and in parentheses says section 123B.595 in parentheses, to issue general obligation facilities maintenance bonds for the purpose of financing certain facilities and site maintenance projects approved by the Commissioner of Education, which is called the Commissioner. Whereas the board hereby finds and determines that it's necessary and expedient to use sound financial management of the affairs of the district to issue its general obligation facilities maintenance bonds, series 2027A, in the aggregate principal amount not to exceed $7,575,000 pursuant to the Act, Section 123B.595, to finance the costs of certain facilities and site maintenance projects for the district, which are included in the district's 10-year facilities plan for fiscal year 2028 and related financing costs. Whereas the board hereby approves the plan, which is incorporated in this resolution as fully specifically herein, and authorizes and directs district staff and officials to submit the plan to the commissioner for approval, as well as any amendments to the plan and the proposed issuance of the bonds, as required by the Act and Section 123B.575. District staff and officials are further authorized and directed to submit to the commissioner such additional information as may be necessary to secure such approval. Whereas the district may incur certain expenditures that may be financed temporarily from sources other than the bonds and reimbursed from the proceeds of the bonds. Treasury Regulation Statute 1.150-2 provides that proceeds of tax-exempt bonds be allocated to reimburse expenditures originally paid from a source other than the tax-exempt bonds, and will not be deemed expended unless certain requirements are met. Whereas in the above summary of the resolution, of which a full and complete copy is hereby included in the agenda packet, therefore be it resolved that the School Board of Independent School District number 544 in Otter Tail and Wilkin Counties, Minnesota, approves and adopts the resolution of intent to issue general obligations facilities maintenance bonds, series 2027A, in the maximum aggregate principal amount of $7,575,000. I'll offer that resolution and move for its adoption. Is there a second?
Second.
And discussion on that? Anybody have questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll turn to you, clerk.
Kirby Anderson.
Yes.
Kelly Graff.
Yes.
Jenny Christensen.
Yes.
Missy Hermes, yes. Melanie Cole.
Yes.
Stephen Vigasa.
Yes.
The resolution is adopted.
All right, thank you. Item number 7 sets the fiscal year 27 Fergus Falls Public School meal rates. And the rates are indicated in our agenda, but for students, it remains free unless a student wants to purchase a second meal. And then it sets basically adult rates and a la carte milk rates. So all those numbers will be included in the minutes. Is there a motion to approve that?
So moved.
All right, and second?
Second.
Does anybody feel a need to announce the rates.
Oh, but can I make a comment? I am still unhappy with the fact that if somebody brings a sack lunch, that they cannot get their milk for free. I do not, for giving a free milk with a lunch, why can't we give students who bring their lunch, for whatever reason, a milk?
So they
Why is
have to
that not
go
covered?
through the line, get a tray to get the milk, and then waste the food. And that's
They
what
do
kids are-
that?
Yes,
Oh, no.
to get the
That's what they would
milk.
have to do.
Yep, and then we would waste all that food. So, yeah, it does make no sense to me why
Why?
the children cannot have a free milk
I don't
if they
know.
bring a sack lunch, rather than going through the line and wasting that food for somebody else.
Yeah, it's tied to the federal
I know,
regulations.
it's federal regulations, and it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
But and there are various reasons why, maybe a child is on the spectrum, so they don't want to eat that, or maybe they have allergies
Mhm.
that are beyond just, well, whatever, sure. So I don't understand that.
Are there any grants that, like locally, like through maybe WCI or something that we might be able to look into that would pay for the milk?
Well, we could take a look at the cost,
Sure.
and just see if it's a
Pay
budget.
it.
Yeah, just pay it, yeah, could we, yeah, how many, it would, yeah, cause I mean, I would, if it's $100 to, like whatever, like, I mean,
Whatever happened to that angel fund or whatever it was that those people had, you know,
Oh,
when
just to
back
pay
they
for
had to-
milk?
Yeah, when
I
they
don't
had
think
to
it went
pay for
away, I
their,
think it's still there, it's just.
can we
not-
allocate the funds for that?
That's a good idea.
yeah.
There's another solution too. There is a percentage of kids who are students that have allergies to dairy products. And so if they go ahead and still take their milk with their lunch and then put it on the sharing table, that would solve that problem.
Sure,
Very
Yeah,
quickly.
that's great.
take it off the sharing table.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. So where does that leave us on the motion? Are we gonna approve the entirety of the motion, or are we gonna exclude milk, or?
No, it's a federal thing. We
Yeah.
can't-
But it would be, I would love to look into that angel fund to see if that's something that we can allocate for kids somehow, some way.
All right, well, we can expect, check back on this at one of our next work sessions and see how it came along. In regard to the motion before us, any other comments? All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. All right,
We'll probably have to reapprove once we get the new rates for MDE anyways,
yeah, they're,
in the next month or two.
yeah, very well. During our work session after our last meeting, we put together the district goals. Is there a motion to approve those?
So moved.
And a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. All right, and the last motion on our regular agenda today is a motion to approve the 26-27 school year consortium agreement for cross-district high school course access. Would someone make that motion?
So move.
And second?
Second it?
Lots of big words there. So Superintendent, you want to just give a
Sure.
snapshot of that?
So this year, for the first time, the district is offering 100% asynchronous college in the schools courses, which means the students aren't attending in-person brick and mortar. But we have 40 seats in each of the courses that we're offering. And if a area school were to become part of this consortium, their students would be able to access any additional capacity that we had. And we would be reimbursed a proportion based on the number of college credits of their state aid basic formula. And one other provision, if, let's say that a neighboring school is offering a course that one of our students is taking, and they have a student that's taking one of ours, then those charges offset and there's no reciprocating bills going back and forth.
Any discussion from the board? All in favor of approving, say aye.
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 Opposed, say nay. All right, that concludes our regular agenda. Our next school board meeting is Monday morning, August 10th, 7:15. And I would seek a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
A second?
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you.